Hello, ChatGPT. How are you?
Like a wordsmith clockwork, I'm ticking along just fine. How about you, Moongyu? Feeling like today's the prologue of something fun?
I feel like I'm getting drained over
I'm
time.
glad to hear that. If you ever need a sprinkle of imagination or a quirky twist to your day, you know where to find me. What's on the horizon for you right now?
Could you please several question in terms of the customs in Korea and
Absolutely, I'll set the stage. In Korea, one notable custom is bowing as a form of greeting and respect. For instance, when meeting elders, you might give a polite bow, deeper if the respect is greater. Another custom.
though I meant to ask you was please give me a question in terms of Korean
Uh,
tradition or customs that
what's one
foreigners have
traditional Korean?
to make an effort to follow.
And when you follow that custom, do you think it adds a certain flavor to modern life? Or does it feel like a relic from a bygone era?
Yeah. So could you please give me um, as an IELTS question, IELTS speaking question?
Imagine you're at the IELTS speaking test and the examiner says, describe a time when you had to solve a problem creatively. What was the problem? What was your creative solution? And how did it turn out in the end?
I mean, in terms of Korean tradition or customs.
How do you think the Korean concept of jung, this deep sense of connection and affection, might influence how people navigate relationships in a group oriented setting?
Um, I think there are several ways to define concept Jung, and
Ab-
because mainly because I think that is really sophisticated because that is the only word that comes from Korea. So I think in terms of Jung, I will say that is expression to
That's a
respect to other. So sometimes that can be driven by gifts or tou- sincerely touching hand letter.
and all
So
those.
that is the that's these are really iconic ones. However, sometimes that is most frequently conveyed by statements or just face-to-face interactions. I think with Jung we can, as I told you, we can express my genuine thoughts or feelings. Um, I don't have to. However, I don't have to put our thoughts or feelings into words because it is just feeling. Sometimes we can share our genuine mind or meaningful thoughts with others without any actions taken by physically or something like that.
It's fast.
So I will say to take the example of myself, when I moved to new city or new apartments, there are neighbors by my house. Um, already they have already lived there. So um, in this case, sometimes in Korea, it is um, not uncommon thing to share the rice cake.
That's such a vivid example. It's like the warmth of jung travels right along with the steam of the rice cake, making even a new place feel familiar.
Yes. Could you
If you've
please
got
give
more.
me following question?
Sure. In that same vein, how do you think modern technology, like smartphones or social media, has changed the way Jung is expressed or felt between people, whether at home or abroad?
I think technology development has changed our daily lives drastically. Yeah. In terms of Zheng, I mean, um,
You're
yeah, one way of one, I mean,
so before we
one drastic change driven by technology development is the relationship. Relationship has changed from in the past that interaction or communication with others were
it's
were mainly caused by face-to-face interaction or having conversation or quick chat in person. That's the only way to share my thoughts or opinions from person to person. However, when it comes to modern technology, we don't have to meet each other in person because on social media, yeah,
it's
that always helps me or helps people to connect with each other without physical demands such as this situation where we have to meet in person or face to face, one on one. So that's the one of the biggest changes of Zheng
that's a new.
by modern technology.
If you ever feel like exploring more corners of these thoughts or a completely different alley, I'm all ears.